I'm Hunter with Small Arms Combatives. Today we got a video on the LiteFighter 110. So I got it strapped here to the bottom of my Mystery Ranch Terraframe 50. And so we're gonna go ahead and pitch this tent. We're just kind of gonna see how long it takes to get this tent pitched. And that's starting now. So this is assuming that I just got to my campsite right here. I got a good spot that is cleared off. So there's the LiteFighter tent. 4 pounds is pretty much what the weight of this tent is, more or less. And always bring like a tarp with me. I might use that as a ground cloth here in just a second. And so it's good size tent. I'm gonna go ahead and break it out. So this is pretty much what you get. Get a nice drawstring here. Go ahead and get that pulled out. It ain't coming undone by itself, that's for sure, folks. Quality there. There's your LiteFighter logo, and this is in OCP, Operational Camouflage Pattern. U.S. Army all the way, go Army. And so the way I got my tent rolled up is when we unroll it, we have our tent. This is the Rainfly in OCP. The rest of the tent is pretty much in Coyote Tan. We have our poles. That happens to be the ghost bone poles is what they call that. Tent stakes and some extra line can go in there. I always keep some paracord on me anyway. So here is the LiteFighter tent. The particular package that I got does not come with a ground, like a footprint. That's what some people call it, or like the ground pad. I usually just call them footprints anyway. But let's see how long it takes to set this up. If I had the footprint that comes with this tent, I would prefer to go ahead and start hooking it onto the bottom there. And all that integrates with the tent poles via the stays. So here is the ghost bone tent poles. So they come out of here. Just got them wrapped up with a rubber band. I'll take that so I don't lose it. Get it down in there. And so this thing more or less kind of puts itself together once you sort of shake it out. And just to kind of take a look at how they go together here. So there is shock cord on the inside of them, and they do fit together. I think that there was an older model of these LiteFighter 110s. They utilized a aluminum pole, and this particular one is the Ghost Bone. So there is actually a logo for Ghost Bone right here. So that's how you know it's got like the graphite. I guess that's probably what they're made of. Super lightweight, super lightweight. It's graphite pole. So what we're gonna do now is put the tent poles up. So as you can see, they just kind of go into these slots here, the ends of them. They are made, they just kind of slip right in there. There's a little hole right there in the middle. Not too difficult to figure out. This one here slides right into that piece. Just kind of come around over here to the other side. I kind of step on the tent there to keep it from kind of pushing away from me. And I'll take this piece, kind of work it in to this side right here. And then I can turn my attention to this side right over there. All right, then come here. You got the top, and they just kind of hook in, just like so. Come around on this side, grab this side here. Goes right in that little eyelet. Okay, and then all we have to do is just hook these together It's got little clips that clip to the poles. Now the cool thing about this LiteFighter setup is they will attach to a military cot. So there are clips down here on each corner, as you can see, and that's to clip this LiteFighter tent to a military cot. I don't know how many of you have ever slept on a cot, especially in the summertime, and you actually slept in a mosquito net. I know I have. For extended time, and like those big green army tents, you're sleeping on a cot, and traditionally you'd have like a frame and you'd hang your mosquito net over that, and that's how you would sleep so you wouldn't suffer, especially in eastern North Carolina and mosquitoes in the summertime. Well, this whole thing right here can just go on top of a cot, and this essentially would be your mosquito net. So not only is it just a tent, but it can also go on a cot if that particular situation applies to you. So if I chose to, I could get in this tent. As you can see, I can use one hand to open and close these doors. Super simple. I can take this whole door here and wind it up, and there's a little stuff part right up in the top. And so there's a way that once you ball up the door, you can open it up. There's a little pocket there, and you can stuff the door in the top. Then that way you're free to, you know, crawl inside the tent.
And in the corners of the tent. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So basically, there's tons of little pockets here in the top. What I could do is I could hang my headlamp and stuff like that in here. There's little loops where I could hang lines. If I had to draw some socks out or something like that, I could hang some socks from the ceiling. I can put my headlamp up there, and that way I can cast a light down, you know, if you're kind of digging around in the middle of the night to kind of find some stuff. I'm 5'9". I'm just gonna kind of give everyone an idea. So I'm gonna let my feet touch the very end of the tent. So my toes are touching the end of the tent. I'm 5'9". I'm gonna lay down like I'm in a casket and kind of let you guys see how much headroom we have. So I would say a person who is, you know, 6 foot, 6'2", they're still gonna have enough room. If you're a side sleeper, like, you know, some of you might be, I can comfortably get my knees out. My knees might be touching the wall just a little bit, but there is several inches between my knees and the wall and my rear end and the wall. All right, so let's see, like if I'm laying in the laying in the tent this way, you know, let's say I got my hands behind my head here. Let's say they're, you know, tucked underneath my pillow and I'm snoozing. There still is plenty room on either side there. So I actually feel really snug and secure inside of this LiteFighter tent. So next,
I'm gonna talk about the zippers real quick.
Okay.
So it is a dual pass tent. There's 2 entry points, and you have phenomenal reinforced stitching all the way around the perimeter of your entryway. You have big, nice grabs. Hey, that looks like bank line possibly. So, good construction on the zippers.
Yeah, one thing I really like also is, I mean, this is quality when you can just grab that zipper and go all the way around with it, and, you know, open up the tent. You can take it, stuff it in that little pocket. You can get in, get out. Also, you know, you don't have to sit here and guide the thing. You just grab it and close it. Okay.
That is insane.
Yeah, especially like, I don't know how many of you watching this video have done much camping or anything. Like in the middle of the night when you need to pee and you need to get up out of your sack to go whiz or something, that's a big deal. Like just being able to grab a zipper and get out and pee and then get back in and get your beauty rest, because you can't operate the next day without good rest. So the sleep system and what you're sleeping in actually does matter.
and anybody watching this who might be active duty or reserves or furthermore, there are 4 points of Velcro loop all the way around on all 4 corners that you can put a name tape on to identify your bivvy location.
All right, so in the smaller sack here, we do have our tent stakes. So it does come with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nice tent stakes. So these things look like they're sort of an extruded machined aluminum tent stake. They are super lightweight, lighter than a pencil actually.
Powder coated?
Yeah. I believe they probably look like it. So these are actually brand new, by the way. That's why we're choosing to do this review right now. So fixing to spend the first night in this particular tent. So this is actually an upgrade for me. But super nice stakes. This is what you're looking for. Look at the shape of that. When you go to push these into the ground, they're not going to bend on you like those cheap stakes at all. You know, that's just what a cheaper stake will do. They'll bend on you. Also, you get some patches here in case you need to patch up, especially your Rainfly. And then also in this bag, as far as repair things type go, we do have some guy lines. Okay, so we do have those. They give you a nice, good bit of that cordage there. And then this right here is to repair, let's say you broke, I don't know if it's possible, I'm sure it is if you snap it over your knee or something, but your tent poles, if they break, obviously you got something here. This seems like it's aluminum. It's been coated with something. So I would slide that over wherever the break is. And any type of situation like this, duct tape, man, duct tape will actually fix a lot of stuff too. So don't leave home without duct tape. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna put up a Rainfly. So this particular Rainfly is an OCP. I have seen it offered in multicam before and also Coyote. All right, so Coyote Brown, Coyote Tan, 2 different colors there. All right, so underneath this Rainfly are connection points. So you look around this way. So we have these loops here where we have an eyelet, and what that's going to do is loop over the spider tent pole here. Okay, and if you see the way this is designed, this goes in and you got this piece here so that when the Rainfly comes over, you don't have that tent pole digging a hole in your Rainfly. That's super important details. The inside of this Rainfly has like that rubberized feeling. You know, super neat. I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of put the rest of it up now. Come around here on the other side. And we're not operating in any kind of windy condition today, so it's hardly any wind at all. Kind of variable, 1 to 3 miles per hour approximately. However, if it were windy, I would probably go ahead and start putting some tent stakes down, and I'd probably start out by just throwing 1 at each corner, you know, that sort of thing. So go ahead and do that. So these we have these clips, and these clips will clip on to the part that we clip the tent poles to, and they just kind of fit perfectly, just like that. We can tighten
if you need to.
Yeah, we can tighten them if we need to. I like to go around and attach everything. So I would put, you know, a stake there, come around to this side, kind of adjust it a little bit, put a stake here, bring that down, kind of snap that too. All right, come around to the other side. This one here already needs tightening a little bit. So I drop the stake right there. And we're gonna go ahead and clip this one on as well. Drop a stake here, and then we're left with two. And this is gonna be for the vestibule. So this tent design is pretty common in the backpacking world. So you have all this open space underneath the Rainfly. That's typically called the vestibule. And so we can actually pull that out, and we can make this as high or low. I would think if, you know, if it were really warm climate, you know, I would keep it up high to get some airflow underneath there. That would help reduce the amount of condensation that you could possibly have, you know, inside the tent. So I just kind of press this into the ground, this tent stake. And then of course we got one over here on the other side. Let's kind of take a look on how to get inside the tent. So we do have really nice Velcro. It holds that. You got your Rainfly part over top of the zipper. And of course I could unzip that. There's another piece of Velcro there. Neat thing about this is I can roll it up. It's got an attachment point where I can kind of secure the rolled up part of the Rainfly. That's simple, just a simple two-handed operation there. And kind of keep up with my stuff. I just throw everything on the inside. And the pack, just to kind of give everyone, remember this is a Mystery Ranch Terraframe 50-liter backpack. It can simply lay right here, exactly where I can get to everything if I needed to in the middle of the night. So there's plenty of room. I can crawl simply in there. I really like this 3-zip Mystery Ranch. I can get into everything that I need without my stuff spilling out. And of course, let's say I had a really large pack, maybe it's that 75, maybe it's that 80-liter pack. I can still walk around to the other side and get into the tent that way. So in case there's not enough room here, remember there are 2 doors to this tent. So
in theory, you could put your pack on that side and your boots on this side.
Okay, so let's talk about these tent stakes here. These are for the 4 corners. On the Rainfly, we do have these loops here. And the way that I do this is I'm gonna stick the tent stake in. I'm gonna get it all the way up to that nice secure spot. We wanna also leverage that tent stake in, and then I can take it. I can get good leverage on that, pull it nice and taut, and then pull it in there. All right, there it is. That's how you put the stakes in. We'll just do that on all 4 sides.
It's morning time now, but last night was the first night spent in the LiteFighter 1 tent. Last night it got down to maybe 58, 59. Still springtime here in North Carolina, so late March. But I slept pretty comfortably. Just got a Sea to Summit pad here, air mattress, so good thick pad. Nemo Disco 15 bag, so good 15-degree bag, very lightweight. Didn't sleep with anything on but just some shorts, basically. Pretty comfortable. I had enough room to tuck my boots over here in the corner, clothes over there. One thing that I really enjoyed was being able to put that headlamp right there. Had to wake up in the middle of the night to whiz one time, but I could hit that light and just, you know, let it hang up in the ceiling. It would, you know, light up this whole tent. So we got red, we got, you know, there's white light, different brightness settings for that. So I could hang that right up there. And I didn't use the other side for anything, but that's really just to stuff the door. I really like the way the door opens. It's all one-handed. I could grab that little pull tab there, just, you know, one hand go. Boom, look at that. Look how easy it is. And take this whole thing, ball it up, and just stuff it in the top there. All right, and basically the way I set it up is I just put down a tarp, which is right here. You know, it's underneath the whole tent, the part that I'm sleeping on, but I have it extend out a little bit more as well. I got kind of this part out here sort of as a doormat. You know, it kind of gives me a spot that's, you know, to transition from the dirty area, you know, inside of the tent's clean. So stuff like that. But packs right there. Fixing to make some coffee here in a second. So, but getting out of here, I'll just reach right over there, grab that, and then you got some Velcro. Just gotta bust that loose right there, and you're out of the tent if you need to.
So everyone, this is the LiteFighter one-man tent. It's in OCP, Operational Camouflage Pattern, and I hope everyone enjoys this video. If you'll please subscribe to Small Arms Combatives, hit that like button. If you like what you see here, you want to see some more content on you know, camping and operational type stuff, leave some comments, tell us what video we need to do next. Everyone, over and out.
What would you guesstimate the width and length of that damn tent to be?
I know it's a one-man tent. I'll come around over here to the other side. I'll just kind of pick up on it at the same time. I'll start flexing these.
And I mean, them things are fully torqued.
Yeah, they
are not breaking.
Pretty torqued. Yeah, so I'll edit that out. All right, we'll start that over again. Okay, so.
All right, wait, ready?
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna hang on. So so you know when to stop the edit.
Okay.
Beer's in the shot.
All right. Okay. So.
You want to crawl inside so we can use you?
Yeah, right on.
As a measurement.
All right.